The question is one that, Dave, you've gotten for quite some time now, and I feel like there are a lot of misconceptions out there. So I want you to take the floor, clarify whatever misunderstandings may be out there. The question is, why do you have such animosity towards Big Ramy?
Matter of fact, I don't have any animosity towards Big Ramy. If anything, I'm critical sometimes of Big Ramy because I think that he's not utilizing his title to the best that he could be using or that he should. If you're going to be Mr. Olympia and you're going to defend your title and be the reigning Mr. Olympia, you have an onus of responsibility to do what Mr. Olympia does. That means promote bodybuilding, promote the sport, provide information, be available for your fans. Not necessarily, you don't have to talk to every fan, but I'm saying put pictures, updates up there. Today's world is different than in the past. In the past, you would compete in a show, Flex Magazine, Muscular Development, Iron Man, whatever, would shoot pictures of you after the show in photo shoots that were scheduled. Sometimes people got paid, sometimes it was a part of their contract. And then those pictures were used in the magazine throughout the year with articles that were usually about you or, they would be interviews with you or your training philosophies and they would put in the magazine, okay? Nowadays, there's no magazine. So the only way that you actually can have contact with Mr. Olympia or any of the top IFBB pros is through their social media, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, or all three of the above. And Ramy just doesn't do anything with that. I mean, I spoke with Tony Huge. Oh, I just recorded an episode. I don't know if it should be up by the time this show goes live. And I asked him, why isn't Big Ramy working with Enhanced anymore, his company? And he said because Ramy wasn't doing anything. In other words, Ramy was not promoting his supplement line, but he was paying the guy. And he said because he felt that Ramy's was too distracted by being a celebrity in the Middle East rather than the bodybuilding aspect of it. And he was I even asked him a question point blank. I said, Tony, don't lie to me. I said, have you ever spoken to Ramy on the phone? He said no. Imagine that. The guy's paying Mr. Olympia a tremendous amount of money, and he's never spoken to the guy on the phone. It's almost incredible. And so I don't know what I just feel like Ramy's not doing his job as an ambassador to bodybuilding. If he doesn't want to compete anymore, if he doesn't really like bodybuilding, he likes the celebrity lifestyle he's enjoying in the Middle East. That's great. I mean, if he's making a great living, I'm so happy for him because that's life after bodybuilding. But I feel like he's not doing what Mr. Olympia should be doing. And so I like Ramy. I think he's a good guy. He's got a good personality. I wish I was able to talk to him more. But I think people might be misconstruing that I don't like him. All I'm doing is being constructively critical towards him. And I think that's what we always do. If someone has a physique flaw, I'm going to give constructive criticism on what they need to do to improve that. Ramy has a great physique. Everyone knows that. He's the biggest guy out there. His conditioning could have been a little tighter last year, but I think he's got an amazing physique. But he's got to be an ambassador to the sport if you want to be the number one guy, in bodybuilding. And maybe he just doesn't want it anymore. I don't know. But it has nothing to do. Personally, I have no problem. I'd sit down with him and I'd have dinner with him. We'd probably have a great time talking about his fishing boats or whatever else interests him, my snakes or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, he's Mr. Olympia. He's got to act like Mr. Olympia.